Hello and welcome back to another episode of MCW Live. We are back once again for Midlands Mayhem, and tonight we have our main event already announced. Britani taking on Becky James for the MCW Women's Championship. But before that, we've got a backstage incident which I'm hoping won't include any spoilers. It's an incident involving Klondike Kate, and she's hosted a video game tournament and won it. So fair play to her. If you are enjoying the series so far, please do leave a like down below. Comment what you think we can achieve over the rest of this year. Can we get a award from the end of year awards? There's a small chance we might be able to get like the new Rising promotion or something like that. But I think anything else would be very unlikely. And subscribe if you're enjoying the content. Do check out my Football Manager series if that's something that interests you. I do apologise for the long wait between episodes. I've been a little bit ill, and it's not very fun to record when you're ill, and you can probably still hear it a little bit in a blocked nose. So apologies for that. Let's jump into the show. And so we open the show with Marty Scurll saying that his revenge tour begins tonight, and he is calling out Clint Majera. So he's kind of ignoring the fact that Trent helped him pick up his first win in months, and pretending it was all him. And in his match against Clint Majera, he picks up a win in a decent match in 8:55 by using the ropes for leverage. That gets a 39 rating, so a pretty good match from those two there. Marty Scurll definitely the better of the two, though. I think Clint Majera not really working out in terms of his ability as a worker, but to put on a bit of a car crash occasionally, I don't think he's going to do too bad for us. And after the match, he celebrates. He's acting as though he's just won completely cleanly, not cheating at all or anything like that. But now that he's back to winning ways, he's going to be working his way back to the MCW title. I'll say back to it. Working his way to the title and wants to continue picking up wins. Following that, we have a little bit of a backstage interview. Pete Dunne just saying he's going to make Trent pay for attacking him last week. He's got his leg taped up at the moment, his knees all bandaged, but eventually once he's cleared, he's coming after Trent Seven, and that gets a segment rate of 24. After that, we jump into a match, and in a decent match, Nathan Cruz defeats Roy Knight in 13:26 by pinfall with an exit stage right following interference from Zach Knight. So Nathan Cruz has made defense number 4 of his UEWA European Cruiserweight title, and that got a 39 rating as well. So another pretty good match. Hopefully our main event can do as intended and steal the show a little bit and bump that rating up a little bit more. But after the match, obviously Zach Knight getting involved, a 25 rated segment, Zach Knight lays Roy out with his own UEWA title and then leaves him flat out on his back in the ring. And in our main event, in a decent match, Britani Knight defeats Becky James in 10 minutes and 10 seconds by pinfall with a Night Light. Britani Knight making defense number 2 of the MCW Women's Championship, and that gets a rating of 47, so a very good match from those two there. Becky James with a 27 rating, Britani with a 51. I'm hoping Becky will continue to improve because we're quite liking having her on the roster, to be honest. But after the match, Jacqueline comes out. Jacqueline Moore making her MCW debut to confront Britani Knight. And maybe Britani is looking at her future challenger. And maybe we're looking at our next MCW champion. So the overall rating is a 42 for the show. It increases our popularity in one region. So we'll tell Becky that she give her some encouragement. Who else have we had? We'll have Roy Knight can be given some encouragement. No, Britani can be complimented, pointed out as a good example. And then Marty Scurll can be complimented on a good performance. And with that, we'll jump in to MCW Live and see what happens there. And now MCW Live, in an attempt to increase our popularity throughout the UK, we are running this show from Sheffield because we've already got our popularity increase in the Midlands. I believe we can still only increase once per month. So we're going to go ahead with that assumption for now. And this should increase our popularity elsewhere, which is important for our next few steps. And we opened the show in a decent match where Pac defeats Pete Dunne in 16:45 by pinfall with a corkscrew shooting star press, otherwise known as the Red Arrow or the Black Arrow. And a 46 rating is a very good start to the show. And we are in front of 99 people at EIS Sheffield, just to clarify on that bit as well. Following that, we have a 20 rated segment where Trent again attacks Pete after his match, taking out that taped knee that he still got from the previous attack. After that, a 42 rated segment where Lionheart issues a non-title open challenge for tonight's main event. And after that, we have the match that we promised you in the last episode. Holly Blossom defeats Saraya Knight in 8:49 by submission after interference by Hannah Blossom in a match rating that gets 42. And the important thing here is, during that match, it was found out that they are a pair of twins. So after the match, it has been revealed that Holly Blossom has a twin, and then they both beat down Saraya, which gets a segment rating of 30. So the Blossoms no longer going in that like Nikki and Brie Bella thing where you didn't technically know that they were a pair of twins. We now know, we've seen them both, and they can both appear together. After that, Jacqueline does a little backstage interview, just say, I'm here at MCW to make an instant impact. Gets a 34 rating, and she's aiming it at Britani Knight. So we may be getting Jacqueline Moore versus Britani for the MCW Women's Championship in the next episode. Then we go back to the ring where Lionheart is awaiting his open challenge to be accepted, and it's accepted by his UEWA Tag Team Champion partner, Wolfgang. And in our main event, in a bout that had good wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd, Lionheart defeats Wolfgang for a quick roll-up in 14:52. So it was a very close match between these tag team champions, and just about Lionheart ekes out a victory, but Wolfgang knows he nearly had him. And after the match, as they're shaking hands, they're attacked by two masked men, and they then reveal themselves to be the Coffee Brothers, Joe and Mark, and they are here in MCW. That gets a rating of 20, so not great to end the show on. However, their popularity does need to be built up. But the show gets us a 44 rating. Wolfgang was slightly overused, that's fine, and we do gain popularity in one region, which I assume will be North England, so that's good for us as well. And it was in Northern England that we increased our popularity, so we're up to 8 there and 19 in the Midlands. I'm not entirely sure why we're still too small to be able to get any broadcasting deals, but I'm hoping in time we will be able to sort that, because I thought it was based on if you were tiny you'd be able to negotiate with tiny companies, but they're saying we still don't meet their popularity requirements. Hold on. Company must have 15 popularity in 3 regions, so it's definitely something that we should be doing in running a couple of shows in North England, maybe South England as well. Increase our popularity in those so that we can get a broadcasting deal. So that will be our plan for the next few shows. If you have enjoyed that, please do leave a like down below. Comment who would you like to see us bring into MCW. Who do you think will dethrone Lionheart and Britani as our champions? Subscribe if you enjoyed the content, and thank you very much for watching.